Okay, I guess that counted as a pressing a button. Central. Right. So, I had apparently already finished. Yeah, apparently you are. So I thought, well, I'm gonna do a bit of exploring. So, and I don't know why, but whenever I go to the wreck, I always feel a little bit scared. Probably because it's dark and I usually get quite far away from the submarine. I don't know if you can hear it, but I put on Robo-Mo in the background. I tried to find Starstruck, but I couldn't find it. Because I don't think Mo has uploaded it yet. Oh, I'm sorry. Mo has uploaded it yet. Yeah, I think I get scared because, like, it's only like a tiny light. Like, I think I get scared because it's only a tiny light and I'm in this, like, little submarine. I'm like, I'm fine in the sub. I'm fine in here. I'm fine in here because, well, because it's got a Canada flag and it reminds me of Boba and Maddie. Because then you wouldn't like the Edge of Time banjo. It's got I basically screamed when angels. Oh, I've hit the ocean. We have hit the ocean floor. Okay, good. Come on. You had it. You had it, controller. There we go. What are you doing? Why are you making us go backwards? Okay, I'm just going to use the buttons. Yeah, I'll just use the buttons on the controllers because these don't want to work. Okay, that's going up and down. There we go. When I first went to the experience, I was scared of just Matt. I saw like Matt just on the TARDIS screen, and I got so scared that I was all like telling to my uncle. I was all like, part 3. This is part 4. Well, I don't know. Back with my robotic arms. Up we go. I'm already creeped out. Probably because, like... Oh, I was too lazy. We should be getting nearer. Should be getting near. There it is. Here she is. I could recreate photos of the actual wreck. Take a screenshot. There we go. There's the sub. It's a bit too dark for me. Up we go. I take another screenshot. Upload them to Twitter later. Oh, bye Banjo. So it's like a big anchor. of its wreck. Shame it didn't save anywhere there. Explore Titanic. All these plaques. I don't know if these are actually on the wreck, but I bet that, like, this is the one we put down. This is the one we put down in that one the other day. Oh yeah, not the other day. That's like, is this part of the #1 cargo hatch? If it was, it blew off quite far. At least this doesn't have like creepy music on it. I do get even more creeped out when we get inside the ship. And when these bloody things just show up. It's the crow's nest. I don't know how it lasted 2 hours in here. Without knowing where you're going. I did the stern the other day. And I got too creeped out by it. I'm just like imagining that this just like it just starting to rise up. There's more plaque. Paul Gaze, the Gaze family, Phillips family. Dang it, no Aiden Phillips. Thought we could find Aiden in here. Like, wait, Aiden went on the Titanic? What? Oh. Like, just like that, really. That just. I just keep thinking that, like, I'm gonna keep moving forward and then, like, something's just gonna jump out at me. I don't even know where we are. I lost track of where we are. It's so hard to tell when everything's all rusty like this and it's pitch black. So let's have a some corridors. Can we fit down here? Can we? No, I'm too fat. I shouldn't have had that bean burrito for lunch. I knew we should have made the rover a bit smaller. Ah, this is the Marconi room. It's the Marconi room. Ah, hello there. I think, like, if I actually went down to the real wreck, I think, like, my real fear of it would just be, you know, the glass breaking and all that. But let's not think about that. I'm just thinking about, like, I'm actually quite safe back in the sub. I'm just quite safe back in... Quite safe. Now, if I kept doing this on the real wreck, it'd be breaking it apart, but it's VR. Oh, looks like somebody left the bath running a bit too long. Left the bath running a bit too long. Yeah, it looks like this door blew open. Somebody needs to clean that. Anything in here? Hello? Nope. Anything down this corridor? Right, let's go back up on deck. Well, this is probably on top of the ship. If this is the entrance, if this is like the roof of the Marconi room. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I think this is like the dip to where the grand staircase, the dome of the grand staircase used to be. And like around here would be where the cover for it was, but then of course that just then the glass broke and the water just all inside. Come on, I want to go back down. I want to go to the boat deck. I want to go down to the decks. I've been like inside the deck. And for like 20 minutes I was on the wrong deck. Turns out I was on the wrong deck. I can't even see the sub anymore. Oh. Don't tell me I've reached the end of the bow. Don't tell me I've made it to Boiler Room 1 already. Have I really made it all the way across the bow? Have I made it to the breakage of the down? Have I already made it to Boiler Room 1, or is this deck just collapsed in on itself? I think I've already made it all the way over to Boiler Room 1. Because like, it broke right in the middle of the Boiler Room 1, the midsection of the ship. So, I think this is... Yeah, I'm at the split. I'm at the place where it's split. I made it across the whole bow. How long was that? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? 20 minutes? I even managed to look inside the Marconi room. To save a long trip back, I'm just going to teleport straight back to the sub. No, I need to recall it. It's going to take a little while to get here, but still. But this looks... It's like I'm recreating actual pictures here. Another one for Twitter. So for about 5 minutes when I started, while we wait for the ROV to come back, for like the first 20 minutes of the first stream, I was geeking out over this because, well, I love the Titanic and well, I've always wanted to play this game, and soon enough I just went silent, probably because I was concentrating quite a bit. But where's the ROV? I wish it showed up on the little map where we could see where it is. Let's see, can we see the ROV coming? I thought that was there, and my heart fell. But I can recreate actual pictures of this. Oh, I'm getting too close for comfort there. Sorry, Olga. Sorry, old ship. Sorry, old wreckage. Creating my own pictures. If I actually went on an expedition, I would try and have, like, whoever's with me in the sub, like a professional photographer, try and get, like, make this, like, as a picture. Like, actual picture. Where is the ROV? I thought it would be here by now. I thought the ROV would be here by now. Also, yeah, I think like the beta version of the game, there used to be like a little handprint right there, and if that was still in the game, I probably would be so creeped out. I might just want to go. I might go back to the lab, see if there's a way to go back to the lab. I'll wait for the ROV, unless I got bored and bored of waiting for it. Alright, what happens if I click... Oh, exit to the main menu. Yeah, go back to the main menu. Right. Level select. Lecture, let's do that one. Any one of the labs. Anything for me to clean?
Oh, hey, come check this out. Where'd you say you got your sub license? Cereal box?
Sorry, that really wasn't my best.
I've started going through the images, but haven't found anything so far resembling Henderson's items.
Nothing for me to clean.
That's a shame.
I like doing.
How long will it take?
I'll do the first one at the lab because I know that has quite a lot for me to clean. Finally, you're here. Oh, never mind. But still, I was just in the wreck, and I was just all like, if Boba were here, I'd feel like more confident for this. But well, now that I'm in like the lab, I'm sure like, well, I'm not gonna be creeped out. Okay. No.
Whoa, looks to be in good condition.
Let's get this cleaned up. Silver doesn't look great after being in the ocean. This tobacco tin is covered in silver sulfide. I'll have to gently wash this using a soft brush, making sure I don't scratch the surface underneath. It's come up great.
This isn't actually like a retelling of the story. This is actually like hang on. If I go to the main menu, I can show you. So hang on, wait for it to load. Loading. So if you like go straight into like a new game, you're straight away down to the wreck, but there is an experience of it sinking. But the main sandbox is exploring the wreck. So I will level select. I'll do the descent for you to show the start of the game. So you don't actually like start off with it sinking. It's like an experience of it. Yeah, this like takes place in like around the time the game. I think this was like I don't know when it was released. I think it was released quite within a couple of years. I think. So yeah, there's our sub up there. Oh yeah. I'll stay. I'll stay here waiting for you. I'll be with you. No, I won't be with you. I'll be here, waiting for you, for when you come back. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen all the footage, but I mean, it's different to be so close to her.
Ever done anything like this before?
Yeah, Bismarck as a grad student, and Lusitania on vacation a couple of years back.
Hell of a resume.
Heck of a record.
Alright, I've reached the seabed. Can't see much.
You're still a couple of
Are we really
hundred
gonna
meters
go through
out,
the whole
and
game
back
again?
to manual control.
Yes.
Shall we run an equipment test?
Nope.
That's alright. I'm good.
I
Okay,
know
you'd
all
better
these
place a marker
controls.
Before we head too far. Interact with the button next to
Marker's
the
been
map to
placed.
place one. You can head towards the bow. So, I had a call from our main sponsor.
Problem?
No, all fine. Just voicing her excitement about us finally diving. Said she's looking forward to seeing what we can do. I've set up a call for 8 p.m. this evening.
For $45,000 a day, let's just hope we find something.
Never mind the money. My doctorate is riding on this.
That's a think tank. I was about to say, robot. Ah. Reach the forecastle. I didn't get to see the Canada flag.
Right, I
Bandit
should get my
did.
lights ready, now that I'm getting close to the bow.
The far left lever controls your sub's lights. To turn the spotlights on and off, interact with the button in front of the lever.
It's at the bottom of her any minute now. By minute, I mean second.
Whoa,
There's something
You haven't seen her yet.
she's a beauty.
There it is.
Okay,
Now
first things first. We've got a contract with the Titanic Society to place their commemorative plaque on the forecastle deck. Get yourself into position.
Okay, do you mind
Alright.
not? Do you mind not speaking over me for a minute? So the reason why all this sand is like so like heaped up in this, because like the bow didn't like come down like actually like came down at an angle. So whenever like say like that's the seabed, she came in, like edged herself in, and then cracked her back. So like and then she cracked her back down. But the stern is a whole different story. She spiraled down and she imploded all the way down and all the stuff ripped off of her, and then she spiraled down and then basically just fell like and looked like a plane crash. I mean, I've never seen a plane crash sight, but Titanic is like one of the most famous ships in history, and also made a video game of it, and it's in VR too. Now that I don't actually know what that is just yet. I want to know where the name plaque is, because apparently there's some conspiracy about it being the Olympic instead. Oh, so beautiful. I love this ship. I love this ship so much. Oh! If this was real, I would have
Coming up to
broken
it
that.
now.
I would have broken the mast off. So I would have
Ah, the
broken that
ROV.
mast off.
Yep, courtesy of Flight Avionics and the latest in augmented reality technology. If you look up, you'll find a set of VR goggles and a control panel.
To deploy the ROV, reach out and touch the VR goggles with your motion controller. Then press the T button to use.
The controls to maneuver the Predator are the same as the submersible. Make your way over to the plaques already laying on the deck, and remember that the range is only up to 15 meters. The advantage of driving without an umbilical.
Is there any way to boost the signal?
Yeah, but we need to upgrade the deep-sea transmitter, and they don't come cheap. The generosity of our sponsors and UNS
can't read
funding
that.
only goes so far.
So
If we complete
all
these
the-
contract jobs, we might just be able to afford some upgrades.
I
What
can't
happens
read
if I
it.
go out of range?
The automatic recall kicks in. ROV
Where's
comes
the
straight
boat?
back to the sub.
I'm here.
Where is the Phillips one?
Great. The plaque we're placing is in the Predator's inventory.
Where is it?
You can access it through the menu.
Oh, how do I open the menu?
You can open the menu by pressing and releasing
So
the info button.
loud! Why do we
While
have to
in the
make
menu,
her so
You can check your
loud?
map and mission log, and access the inventory.
Alright, no need to
To
shout,
interact with
love.
items in the inventory, use the laser pointer to highlight the item and press the T button to select.
I don't need to be so loud, love. I know I've already
Okay,
got the
I'll
blimmin'
place the
thing
plaque down on top of
selected.
the flashing beacon.
I've already got the blimmin' thing selected. Whelan family.
I'll take a photograph with the onboard camera for the society.
Great idea. They'll appreciate that. You can access the camera through the ROV inventory. Open up the menu again and select the camera icon from the inventory.
Press one of the T buttons to take a photograph. You can get out of camera mode by pressing and releasing the info button again.
Okay, no need to shout into the mic, love.
Done. I'll head back to Sedna.
No need. Just press the move button on your right controller. This is the
Fuck.
return button.
I'm going back anyway.
Now you're back in the sub. Recall the ROV by pressing.
What's
the
she
button
doing?
next
What's
to
the ROV doing there?
It's above you on the right.
Where to now?
Hull breach on E deck.
Looks
I'll
so
mark it on your map.
small.
We're heading for his cabin, right?
That's right. Eyewitness
ROV
testimony
looks so
that Henderson kept a
small
journal.
from in
It
here.
should tell us more about his activities on the final night.
I presume I'm looking for some kind of trunk.
Henderson had a briefcase listed on the manifest. With
So,
any luck,
like-
it's still in his room.
Okay. If they interrupt me one more time, I'm just gonna talk over them. So, like, the reason, like, you can see, like, with the railings that the bow's sitting at an angle, that's because, like, well, because, like,
Dr. Lynch,
Yeah?
why are we doing this?
$45,000 a day at sea.
No, I know, but that just about covers the costs of the expedition. I meant, like, why are we taking this job in particular?
Well, put
Why
it this
are we
way.
up so
Why do you think she
high?
hired us?
Because we're academics?
Yes, but more specifically, we respect the history. It would have been cheaper for our sponsor to just hire a salvage team.
And why do you agree to take
so,
it?
like,
Funding like this comes
and
once
you're
in
gonna
a
see,
blue
like,
moon.
this,
And I wanted
like,
to see it up close.
that's the bridge. No. That's, like, I think that's A deck. I think that's A deck, actually. That's not the bridge. Forget I said that was a bridge. I think that's A deck. So if I just go up, yeah, I think that's A deck. Maybe this is A deck. Is either A deck or... Okay, that's the bridge, so that must be A deck, and and what I said was the bridge must have been B deck. So we need to go down to the hull breach. No, that's not the hull breach. What is that? Is that Mr. Krabs? Hello, Senor Krabs! Hello, Grandpappy Krabs!
This breach is from the impact with
Blimmin' heck.
Anything in here is
Ah!
messy.
Everything's
I'll keep my
screaming
eyes
at me!
It's towards the top of the breach. Look for the flashing beacon. I really hope his briefcase is there.
Everything's screaming at me. Yeah, so I missed out. I didn't see this flashing beacon. Ugh! When I first played.
Ah, I found a briefcase. I just need to pick it up by holding down one of the T buttons to interact.
Okay, his voice is much more tolerable.
WJH. I think this is it.
Well, that's lucky. Are you going to open it?
No, not here. Assuming there's anything intact in there, it'll start degrading as soon as I open the case.
Don't mean
I'll have to bring it back to
disintegrating.
the lab before we can take a peek.
Doesn't he mean disintegrating?
Okay, you should put the briefcase in the Predator's storage then. Just open and close the menu again by pressing and releasing the info button. The briefcase will appear in the ROV's inventory as a selectable item, and you'll have your hands free again.
Right. If this is the last task for today, I'll head back to the lab now.
Yep, just return to the submersible and you can head up from there. I
How
can't
come
wait
some
to
of
see
these
what's
doors
inside.
don't blow open? I always wanted to know why didn't some of the those doors blow open like others did? Like, see that door there? That's still on its hinges. You could say on its hinges. But so because why didn't it?
All right. I'll see you in about 2 hours.
Why didn't it? Blow open. I don't know. Maybe the pressure wasn't as big as it was there, as it was in maybe because you already had a hole in the side of the wall. There was no pressure to blow it open. Nope.
Whoa, looks to be in good condition.
Let's get this cleaned up. This journal is pretty special. The pages seem to be a fabric paper blend. I think the desalination bath will leach out the salt. Then it can go into the PEG station before freeze drying.
So.
A bone hair comb. I'll need to wash the salt out quickly before it crystallizes and the bone starts to crumble.
So much
It's ready for drying in the acetone bath. These banknotes are delicate and will need a good rinsing in the desalination bath. Then we can treat them in the fungicide to keep them clean before freeze drying them. The silver doesn't look great. This leather case is looking pretty sturdy, but it will need a good soaking in the desal tub to remove the salt. Then I can give it a gentle scrub with the nylon brush. It's come up great.
Crud. Oh, grab it here.
Now it's clean, it needs to be soaked in PEG and fungicide to soften the leather and stop it from cracking.
I dropped my controller. Don't panic though. It's okay.
Alright, it's ready for freeze drying.
Alright. What else needs redrawing? money and the journal. Right.
Looks like a receipt for a telegraph sent on the night of April 14th.
That's strange. I haven't found any reference to one being sent. I wonder what it's... Here's our sponsor. We can tell her the news.
Hi, team. How are you both?
Hi, Jillian. We're doing great.
We've just finished cleaning the artifacts we found today. We managed to access Henderson's cabin and retrieve his briefcase.
Wonderful.
Inside we found his journal, a few personal items still in good condition. One interesting item is a receipt for a telegraph sent on the night of the sinking.
Oh, that is interesting. I didn't know William sent a message.
That's what we thought.
It's possible it wasn't sent, and that it's still in either the purser's office or the Marconi room. We're thinking our next dive should be to explore these rooms.
I know teams have searched the Marconi room before, but I didn't think the purser's office was accessible.
Yeah, up till now it's been off limits due to the size of ROVs, but ours is small enough to access it. We're hoping we might find the purser's record book, with the message listed.
As for the Marconi room, other dives have shown most of the furniture is deteriorated, but the telegraph canisters might have survived.
Sounds plausible. Let me know if you find anything. I'd love to see the message he sent. I've only the letters from Southampton.
I noticed something odd in his journal. On the 14th he mentions carrying some special package, but I'm sure he didn't have anything reported in the manifest. Do you have any idea what it could be?
Well, in his last letter, he wrote about returning home with a present for my great-grandmother. I'll do a bit of research on my end. I can check over the manifest again to see if we missed anything.
Great, we'll let you know if we find anything tomorrow. I'm sending over photos of the items we found today.
Thanks, I really appreciate the regular updates. It's making writing much easier. We'll talk again soon.
Well, shall we call it a day?
Not quite. Jillian was kind enough to order in a stronger transmitter for our ROV. We'll need to fit it before the dive tomorrow. Otherwise, we won't be able to reach the purser's office.
I'll get on it now then.
It's waiting for you over there.
I need to replace the Thanks.
I'm getting a bit bored.
She's all ready to go for tomorrow.
Cool. I'll see you in the morning then.
Minutes we've been on go. Give me a second, guys.
Radio check, Wilson.
Sorry about that. I'd sneeze.
Nice and clear, Dr. Lynch.
Great. First up is the purser's office on C deck, correct?
C deck.
Correct. To access it, you'll need to head down through the hole where the forward grand staircase was. I'll mark it on
Make
your
your way
map.
towards the grand staircase.
The C deck is pretty compressed from what I've heard.
Yeah, The impact with the seafloor bent most of the supporting pillars, so they're struggling with the weight of the floors above.
With the rate of decay increasing, it won't be long before it all collapses. I'm glad we've had a chance to come down here and see it for ourselves, before all this becomes inaccessible.
And she was sinking fast then, and all of a sudden she lifted up quickly, and you could hear everything crashing through her. Everything that was movable was going through her. And then she went down and seemed to come up again. So I thought, well, now I'm going to leave. And I was hanging on to a board. We had 2 boards, starboard and port, which said, keep clear of propeller blades. And I was hanging on to one of these. I was getting higher and higher in the air. And I thought, well, now I'll go. And I dropped in. I had a lifeboat on. And I hit the water with a terrific crack. Luckily, I didn't hit anything when I dropped in. There were bodies all over the place. And then I looked up at the Titanic. So the propellers were right out of water, the rudder was right out, and I could see the bottom. And then gradually she glided away, and that was that. That was the last of the Titanic. I didn't want to die. I mean, I didn't see much chance of living, but I was gradually getting frozen up. And by the grace of God, I came across a lifeboat.
Should see her any
and they
minute
pulled
now.
me in.
Oh, I can already see her. Yep, I can already see her. The side of the ship comes into view. Up we go. Right, we're gonna be able to do this. No! Ah! That'd be great though if we just came to a screeching halt just before we hit. That'd be so cool. So cool. Now, I think like this less kind of rusted one is like the bits that are above water. If I go down, this more rusted was the bits that were below water. I think. Almost like the very... This is one of the entrances. Huh. Not sure if that's first class, second class, third class, probably third class, maybe. No, it's first class because we're already on the deck. I can already hear like people screaming. People's screams as it sank, trying to get onto a lifeboat.
You'll need to be careful of debris when descending with the Predator. It might make it easier if you position yourself so the lights shine down the void.
Good idea.
I don't like going down here. Look, I don't like going down this hole. I don't like it. Give me a second.
Deploying Predator. Starting to descend.
Oh goodness. Here we go. There's nothing. One of these times, I'm just gonna be going down here. I'm gonna see a pineapple. I'll probably still be playing though. Let's go jellyfishing. Who do you work for? Oh, I guess we're just descending down then.
Here we are.
Great.
Interesting.
The purser's office and inquiry desk are on the starboard side. You'll need to go over the desk to get into the side room.
I don't like this. I don't like this. We're on C deck. At least I know now that the inquiry office is on
Right,
C
I'm here.
deck.
The office is to the left as you enter. Be careful. This area hasn't been explored before. We don't know what we'll find in here.
To think the last person in this room would have been Chief Purser McElroy.
The record book would have been kept in a leather pouch.
It's Mr. It's Father Krabs. Where's all your money? I wonder what, like, money would have been used on the Titanic. Was it would have been pound or dollar? What are we looking for? What are we looking for?
I don't see it here.
Maybe try the safe back out in the inquiry office.
Cause like we're in the at the moment we're in the middle of the ocean between the UK and USA. So like we got the UK there, USA there. We're like right there, where the ship sank. Can I open this drawer? Nope.
The doors are rusted shut. We can't check inside.
Let me try.
Is the pouch among the debris?
No, I can't see the leather pouch anywhere. We might be out of luck.
That's a shame.
We'll have to hope the Marconi room gives us some answers.
While we're
broke the
here,
wreck.
we should collect a sample
I
of the
broke the
rust
whole
on the
wreck.
safe doors. MCPA regularly check for new species of bacteria living in rusticles, and I'm sure they'll want a sample of this.
Can you imagine though? I tried pulling this open, like, there's the, and the whole wreck comes down on me, and I'm all like, help! I broke the Titanic. But like only the bow survives, and it's just all like, oh, the most iconic place that everybody takes pictures of survives.
I'll take a photograph of the scene too. They'll need to see the rustical formations as well. Done. We'd better move on to the Marconi room.
I'll mark
I
it
know
on
where
your
that-
map. You'll
I know
need to
where
head
that
back
is.
to the sub to get there.
I know where the Marconi room is. I know where the Marconi room is.
Just between the first funnel and your current position.
How do I get in?
Either through the skylight or the corridors. Up to you which you feel is safer.
Right, I don't want to damage the wreck. Or the ROV.
But I know where the Marconi room is. ROV, where are you? Yes, I think. Ow. Yes, I think I know where it is. Where is it? Oh, it's just like. Oh, you can see the butt of the. You can see the bum of the SUV. Or whatever the heck it is. Excuse me. I think this is the Marconi room. If memory serves me right. Yes, it is. I've suddenly turned into Sylvester
Oh man,
McCoy.
there really isn't much left here, is there?
No, not really. Most of the furniture was wood, so it's almost all deteriorated.
There's a lot of debris on the ground, and
Hello?
a few broken canisters.
I'm too fat to get through this. Oh, why did I have that bean burrito for lunch? No, I'm too fat to get through here. Too fat to get through this way. I gotta go through the door like a normal person. Just, their lights still work. No, they don't. What about this? Retrieve canisters from the Marconi room. Oh, so now I'm skinny enough to fit through there. Is that a piece of Dalek? I'm too fat to get through this too. Can't go through the door like a normal person. I've been eating too many big beans. Oh no, it's gonna self-destruct. If the Titanic had like a self-destruct, I wonder if it'll still be like working underwater. But it was 1912. They probably didn't even know what self-destruct was back then. Hey.
Alright, just 3 canisters left to collect. 2 more to go. I'll grab the last one. Right, I've got all the canisters.
Got all the canisters. Go back to the surface. Get back in there. Not back in the Marconi room, you idiot.
Alright, heading back up now.
See you soon, Doctor.
Doctor? Oh, that's better.
This sample will be sent on to the NCPA. They've been studying the different strains of bacteria living on the iron in the Titanic. While their research won't save the wreck, it can be used to preserve oil and gas pipelines, or safely dispose of old ships or oil rigs.
Ah, that's what they...
These brass canisters will need a good scrub in fresh water. It'll stop them from oxidizing when they dry.
Wash them. Yay. Wash the third. If the Titanic is still around, like when I'm like old enough to get a job, I might want to get a job with, like as exploring the wreck, or at least I wonder, like that's like what's like with what's left of it. What the?
surprised these paper messages survived. They'll need to be soaked in the desal bath, and then in the fungicide tub. Ready for freeze drying. Transferred to Titanic. Fine ship, fine weather. Arrive Wednesday with special delivery. Love, William.
He mentions the package again. Maybe he really did have something stowed in the cargo hold.
Nothing was listed on the manifest.
A lot of things weren't.
He could have been referring to anything, though. Might have been something special in his suitcase or in the purser's safe.
We can still search the cargo hold as a start.
Yeah, we'll check it out next dive. Right on time.
Hello, team.
Hey, Gillian.
We recovered the message from the Marconi room, but it doesn't really give us any new information.
That's still great news. I daren't have hoped you'd find it. What does it say?
We're sending you through a photo of the message now.
Thank you. Oh, it adds another layer to the story, doesn't it?
He must have thought himself lucky to have been transferred to Titanic.
The coal strike meant many people were upgraded to Titanic.
Such tragedy.
William refers to a delivery in this message, so we're assuming he may have kept something in the cargo hold. We're planning to head down there next dive to check it out. Depending on what it was, there's a chance it survived.
Did you find anything we missed in the cargo manifests?
No, but I've been doing a bit of extra sleuthing. I found out that there was a registered parcel traveling on the Titanic with a Mr. W.J. Henderson's name on it. Is it possible that the gift was traveling as mail and not cargo?
Yeah, that's a possibility. They could have also been two separate packages. The only way to know would be to check both rooms.
The mailroom used to be off limits, but we can access it through a new hole in the cargo hold wall. Our ROV will need another transmitter upgrade to delve that deep, though, and a longer lasting battery. Do you have any idea of the size of the parcel? What's inside it?
No. Could have been anything, really. The registered weight suggests something small, and Mary liked delicate things. Maybe something French?
Oh,
She
it didn't
loved
land
southern
it.
France.
Could it have been a religious gift? I read the Hendersons were very involved in their local church.
Yes, definitely. In fact, I'm surprised William's Bible wasn't in the suitcase you recovered. He was known to carry it everywhere.
Maybe he had it with him during the sinking.
Perhaps. There are mixed reports about his final moments, unfortunately. I'm not sure we'll ever find out what really happened.
Well, we'll try our best to find out. Hopefully we can learn more about him from the next dive.
I do hope so. I want to tell my great-grandfather's story accurately in this biography.
We'll speak again tomorrow, after the dive.
Yes, thank you. Talk to you then.
Right. We better get those upgrades for Predator sorted then.
I'll get on it now. She's good to go.
Thanks.
I think I need, get a drink and that. Okay, I'm gonna
Radio
go
check,
for
CCGS
a minute,
Wilson.
guys.
Signal is great,
So I'm gonna
Dr.
go for a little. I'm gonna go
All
for
right.
a minute. Go
I'm just
grab
marking the
a
cargo hold on
grab a
your
drink.
map. You can
Go
access it from the number
go to
2
the
hatch
toilet.
on the forward well deck.
So,
I'll make my way to
guys
the
in a
hatch
minute.
and deploy Predator.
remember it all, very clearly, from the moment that my father wakened me. Of course, I was in bed asleep. Until I saw that ship sink, and afterwards when I heard the people around. I remember it all vividly.
Do you remember the panic, the fright? Were you panicked and frightened, or did you kind of, being 7 years of age, not really take it all in?
Oh, no, I took it all in, but so the panic started, of course, after the all too few lifeboats had gone, and people were coming up on deck hoping to get into a lifeboat, and there weren't any boats for them. That's when the panic started, which we could hear when we were in the lifeboat.
I suppose as a very young person, you could see adults panicking and
Oh,
screaming.
yes,
Must have been
indeed.
absolutely horrific.
Dreadful.
And your father went down with the ship.
Yes, he did.
Your mother, however, was
She
spared.
was saved
with you.
with me, yes, that's right.
And I hate to drag it up, but do you remember going away in one of the dinghies and looking back at the ships?
I do indeed, yes. Very clearly, and to this day I hate looking at pictures of ships.
Right, I'm back. If anyone's here. Let's have a look. No. Ah, hello, the K1 fan. Finally, I have someone here keeping me company. I finally have someone here with me while I wait for Bob to come back. Because, well, and waiting for the end of the lesson, and well, and eat. Nice. I still haven't ordered any DVDs. I still haven't ordered any of that because, well, I don't have any money. How far away are we from the wreck, eh? What the? How far away are we from it? Right, I forgot what we meant. I forgot what we were doing. Reach cargo hatch 2. That's our objective. Here we are. It's like, you see what I said about it earlier, about how it's like embedded into the sand. We're gonna hit. Oh. That's what I wanted to do earlier, but we ran into it. Oh, we're in the middle of... Okay, we're hitting it. Sorry, historians.
It might be a good idea to shine your sublights down the void again. There will be a lot of debris down there.
What did Boba just send into the crew? I can't check right now.
Heading down now.
I got a feeling it's something Doodlebop related. Right, what do we need to reach the cargo hold? That's like A deck. That's B deck. Probably gonna hit C deck in a second. This is C deck. I know! It actually has Meglos and K1 in it. I watched that. I watched that just a minute ago. Because I was on break.
You were right about the debris.
The cargo crates and barrels in here have almost all disintegrated.
I didn't realize it was carrying so much cargo. Surely this wasn't all just for passengers.
No, most of this was produce and commercial goods being shipped to the United States, along with the passenger cargo.
I'll have a look around here before moving on to the mailroom. See if I can find anything related to Henderson.
Are you related to Henderson? Yeah, watch it after the stream. Stick around for a little bit, because, well, Boba's coming soon. It's a light bulb! Is that broken? Oh, it is broken. That's the mail room. I'm not even meant to be in here yet. This is creepy. Oh, you can see the sub from down here. Is this enough exploring? I want to go to the mail room. It's a briefcase. Is there anything I can grab in it? No. I know this isn't like... This isn't classed as a horror game. It isn't. Because if it was, I wouldn't be playing it. I hate horror VR games. I don't like horror games in general, if I'm honest. I'm a bit of a scaredy cat.
I can't see anything useful here. If he did have a package, it looks to be long gone.
Let's check out the mail room then. It's deteriorated there.
It looks like some areas are decaying faster than others.
Yeah, it is. Conservation group to photograph the opening so the decay can
if
be
you
monitored.
Didn't know,
No problem.
I just got jump scared by a little pop-up. So... That happened earlier too. It's like you're going around in this dark place, it's all like BLAM! I nearly screamed. Not as loud as I did when I saw...
I'm through to the mailroom.
Deck plans show there is a parcel room to the right of the mail room, near the stairs.
Oh, there's the stairs.
This room is pretty well preserved. Even I can't see anything here.
The deeper you get into the ship, the more protected everything
Find the
is.
New York bags. Ah, it's Mr. Krabs and his father.
Here we go. Found the New York bags.
Can you see Henderson's name on any packages?
Found one for a W.J. Henderson. I think this is it. The packaging isn't in great condition, but the contents look okay.
I can't believe we found it. Is there anything else there with his name on
I can't see anything else. I'll make my way up now.
Thank
Great.
you.
See you soon.
Thanks, Thanks. Thanks for that, Q. If you're not in the official Who Crew Discord server, you won't know. You'll be wondering, why are you calling K1 Thank You? That's his nickname. We all have nicknames for each other. I'm Pear. Banjo is Banjo. Boba is Boba. K1 Fan is Q. Dr. Guy is Alex P. We all have nicknames for each other. Right. Well, thanks for that. I mean, Banjo was here a minute like at the start. We're gonna hit this beam. Why are there beams? Oh, yeah, there is decks. Oh, this headset really makes my head go far back when I look up. Before we go back to the sub, I want to have a little look at the crow's nest. This is like where the lookouts were. I think that like I don't know how they actually got up here, you know. I think that like this was like a little ladder here. They got up here this way, that way. If not, there would have been a little ladder. I think there would have been like a little ladder on the side of the pole to get them down, to get them up and down. In you come, ROV. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on. Haha. I was gonna knock a mug off then. It's, hey, well, it's loading, I might as well. Hmm.
Hey Jean, I'll just get this cleaned up before our call.
I'm surprised the packaging survived at all.
This case will need a bit of care. A soak, scrub, PEG bath, and then drying.
I love washing these things. It's so satisfying. It belongs in an oddly satisfying the Pet Crazy 123 oddly satisfying compilation. Freeze dry. Basically everything gets freeze dried. I even freeze dried a briefcase in here.
Luckily, glass and gold don't need much attention when recovered. Just a quick scrub to remove the dirt.
I think my glass can survive underwater.
It's beautiful. Hi, Jillian.
Hello. What do you have for me today?
We made our way into the cargo hold and mail room and found William's gift. It was a small parcel in the registered mail sacks.
That's amazing. I honestly thought that it was a long shot to recover the parcel. What's inside?
A leather case containing a small glass perfume bottle. Looks like gold detailing, and you were right with your suspicions. It's French.
It's so itchy today.
I knew it.
I'll send through a photo.
Now that this is recovered, though, I don't know where we should search next.
Honestly, we aren't sure either.
We were hoping the journal and his gift might give us some indication of William's final movements, but we're at a dead end.
Trapped it!
You should continue your search of the bow. There's still a large portion of the ship
Take a screenshot of that.
Yeah, we need to take advantage of this good weather.
What area should we explore next, then?
I suggest the D-deck reception area and Turkish baths.
We haven't really ventured into the debris field yet, either.
It covers such a large area, though, 3 by 5 miles, and some areas are denser in artifacts than others.
Oh,
it would
I want to
take us
explore the
years to
debris
search
field!
the entire area.
What about that mosaic imaging of the wreck completed recently? Could we identify smaller areas to search from those images?
The divers focused on mapping out the wreck itself more than the debris field, but I heard some other diving teams have started on the surrounding areas as well.
I could contact those dive teams to find out what they have mapped. They may have finished some of the denser debris areas.
Oh, I need to
That's
catch
worth
it
a
again.
shot. Let us know what you learn.
In the meantime, we'll keep looking for clues and let you know if we find anything of interest.
Thanks. I hope to hear from you soon.
Why the D-deck reception area?
From other contractors in those areas, so it's a good
nearly capped
opportunity.
it.
2 birds, 1 stone, you know?
Fair enough. Will we need any upgrades for this next ad?
Yeah, we need to attach some specialty equipment to Predator for these contracts. The D-deck reception is a basic photography opportunity, so that's fine. But the Turkish baths is a recovery job.
A recovery?
I'm not
Another
listening
dive
to
team was
you.
searching that area, and their tethered
Too
ROV lost
distracted.
communication with the submersible. They've asked us to recover their ROV for them, and they've been kind enough to supply us with the necessary upgrades.
Do you think it'll be difficult to get out?
Not sure yet. We'll find out when we get down there and try. The ROV looks to be trapped under a piece of pipe, so we'll need to lift the pipe and then drag it out with a hook.
What equipment have they given us?
It's sitting over there on the table next to Predator. Should be easy enough to attach it all.
I'll get onto it now, then.
Well, when I say now, I mean like after I've done a bot. Right, let's sort that out. Right, what do I need to add?
This hook and rope will be useful when I rescue the downed ROV. This flotation gear will help me rescue the downed ROV. There's an empty float bag, a tank of petroleum jelly, and an inflation tube. The flotation bag will be filled with petroleum jelly instead of air. This is because petroleum jelly floats, but it's also dense enough to endure the intense pressure at the bottom of the ocean.
Looks like a little mini boiler.
All attached. She's
Thanks.
ready for tomorrow.
Get some rest. We've got a big day tomorrow.
But we capped the perfume bottle twice. Which is quite a lot in my case, because I've never really capped a bottle.
Radio check.
Crystal clear, Dr. Lynch.
Okay, making my way to the D-deck reception area now. I can access this through the forward grand staircase, right?
Yeah, marking it on your map now. You'll need to park off to the side of the staircase this time, leaving the opening clear.
On that night of April the 14th, we all, that is, the captain and officers, knew perfectly well that we were just about entering the region where ice might be sighted at that particular time of the year, and had taken all necessary precautions. We were steaming that night at a good 22 knots. At 10 o'clock, I was relieved as officer of the watch by Murdoch, W.M. Murdoch. Of course, he knew nothing of the death trap lying ahead of us, any more than I did. And so, 5 bells, 6 bells, and 7 bells went by. But barely 10 minutes had passed after the sound of the last bell when there were 3 sharp clangs on the crow's nest bell, followed by a cry from the lookout cage, "Ice right ahead, sir." Murdoch evidently saw the massive ice practically at the same time as the lookout men, and shouted, "Hard a starboard, full speed astern." Her bow swung a bit, but not enough, and she struck. She took the blow along her starboard side, masses of ice actually falling on the foredeck.
What's with the patches of damage on the deck? I thought it would all deteriorate at the same rate.
Those sections are deteriorating faster because of visitors to the site. Some people land their subs on deck, making it deteriorate faster.
Isn't conservation of this site meant to be important?
It is. It just took a while for people to realize what was causing the damage.
I'm at the staircase, descending to D-deck. Oh wait, aren't the subs supposed to be neutrally buoyant?
They are, but the scratching of the surface is what causes fast deterioration, not the weight. It's better to just not touch anything.
Bit too late to say that now, love. I've already hit into it about 17 times. Head down to D-deck. So this is A-deck. B-deck. C-deck. And
Right, I'm at D-deck.
Great. The area in front of you is the reception area. Head forward and you'll find a grand piano on the port side.
Is that what I'm photographing?
Yeah, an American historian is writing about the Titanic's musicians and wants a clear photograph of the piano.
there it is.
Can't believe this survived.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Like something out of a film.
I think this is the first room Henderson would have seen when he boarded.
Did you want to take a minute to look around?
Yeah, can I?
Of course. The next task is the recovery in the Turkish baths. So head down the grand staircase when you're finished here.
First of all, my name is Mark, not Mark. I want to have a look at Mark again. Is that it? Is that Mark? This is the fella emailing me.
Alright, I'm ready. Turkish baths are at the bottom of the staircase, right?
Yep, straight down and off to starboard.
What is that negotiation? Great business sense, Mark. I can see why you were fired. You can do any type of video you want to do. We want something that would catch the attention of the child and parent. Whatever you think works best, maybe some Easter content. I'll remember that. They want Easter.
That's a watertight door right there, man. Not only is this video gonna be educational, but also fun.
I'm in the baths now. I can see the ROV here pinned under a pipe.
Great. You'll need to get into position and attach the flotation bag to the pipe. The flotation bag is in the Predator's storage compartment.
I see Mr. Krabs next to it. He's probably thinking, I can sell this for money, 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 money.
Done.
Okay. Last step is to activate the tank, and it should fill the bag. You can activate it from the inventory.
Hey, it's working. The pipe is lifting.
Great. When the pipe's completely lifted, you can attach your hook and drag the ROV out of here.
Right.
No, my money! Money, money, money!
Ah, I think the motor failed. My arm's not responding.
Is everything else okay? Is the line attached?
Yeah, everything else is operational, and the line's still connected.
Okay, we'll fix the arm when you're back on the surface, but for now, you'll have to be extra cautious. You need to drag the ROV back out to the grand staircase. The extra weight is going to make your controls tricky.
No, you're not wrong there. Predator's really struggling. I'll need to use my other arm until we get this damaged one replaced. This is going to be difficult.
Just take it nice and slow.
Am I towing this thing all the way back to the sub?
No, we've an easier way to get out of the wreck. Let me know when you're at the staircase.
I'm at the staircase again.
The next step is to attach a tracker to the ROV. There is one in your compartment.
Okay.
There was no harm in looking, wasn't there? There was two possible outcomes. There is not $95,000 in my PayPal account, as suspected, so I just go ahead and make this funny video. Or the second outcome, there is $95,000 in my account. I've somehow managed to blag $100 grand from Aldi. Let's record the 2-minute integration for them. Anyway, I thought I'd leave it kind of cold turkey for a few days again, so they kicked off. Attention, Jack Massey Wells. Alright, man.
Now what?
Now remove the hook and let it float straight up to the surface. The other diving team will be able to track it and pick it up.
Within 2 hours of this email being sent, we'll find another way to get the message out sincerely. Mark, I thought I'd just mix things or call him Anthony. Hi, Anthony. Unfortunately, I'm unable to proceed with the draft because I'm still waiting the campaign.
Well, there she goes. Should I follow it up?
No, we aren't finished down here yet.
What's left to do?
We need to collect the gear we left in the Turkish baths.
The flotation gear?
Yeah, it's too expensive to leave down here. You need to deflate the balloon and remove it from the pipe.
We lost 95,000? Seriously? Okay, but now I can only do the video for 25,000 or 30 seconds will be good. I'd do 25,000
I don't like that noise. Can you guys hear it? Q, can you hear it? Ah! Am I still streaming? Yes, I am.
This guy shows up, that could be Joseph Higgins. Come on in, Mark. Come on in, Joseph. Get me on road, yeah? This is a nice one. Smile. So should we have a look at this document? Our campaign goal is to engage...
All done. I'm heading back up.
Great, see you soon. I'll get the lab ready to repair Predator.
Is that true, Mark? Do you 100% want to say that? check it. Oh, that's sad. There has not been a $25,000 deposit recently. This £417 is mine that I had in there already. Want to give a shout out to my 113 knock. What's that in pounds? 8 quid, okay. I don't even know what EHB is, but we've got 1954 of it. Oh, it's 45 pence. It's Thai currency. Yeah, if you do live streaming, you find that you just end up with really odd amounts of weird currency stuff in your PayPal account for the rest of the time. I've not streamed for about 12 months, but I've been carrying this 48 pence of Thai baht around for the last 10. Anyway, at this point in time, I feel like the only logical thing for us to do is record our integration for Aldi. I'm thinking we go green screen. What do you reckon? My office is actually too small to have the green screen up without moving the sofa. So let me just shift that out of the way for you. Push the chair in. I have to do this every bloody time I make a video. Get the green screen out, no problem. Oh, yeah. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting paid $95,000. No, I want to get paid $25,000 now. Hey, that's still not bad. So because we're getting paid all that, do you think I could be bothered to edit this integration myself? No. That's right, Kai, you know what's coming. So I was thinking, Kai, I'm gonna just like dance here for 30 seconds. Can you please turn it into a sponsored video, send me the file on its own, and then I'll email it to Mr. Aldi, and hopefully we'll get our 100 grand. Alright, here we go. Hey, do you like Aldi? Yeah, you do. Did you know that if you go to Aldi, you will not get... Did you know that if you go to Aldi, you can buy a cure to the coronavirus? Very cool. This is my friend... What's his name? This is my friend, Mr. Carrot. Add some punch sound effects.
Looks like the motor went.
Yeah, we're lucky it's easy to replace. Hey, Gillian.
How are you doing?
As well as can be expected, I guess.
How did you go with the dive teams? Did you find anything?
You just missed me on the wreck.
Areas of the debris field that they've mapped.
I was just at the wreck. I just come back to the lab. You just missed me in like on F deck, like down at the bottom.
Well, we could take on that contract for you if you want. Our submersible is capable.
You just
it's already
missed
fitted
it.
with sonar and cameras.
But how long you got?
And we haven't found anything else related to Henderson inside the ship. I think we should start looking outside the bow.
Yes, I agree. We may
but
get
all I gotta do is just replace something.
And even if we don't, we'll still be contributing to research of the ship and our passengers.
Then we can head
Do you
back
have the
down.
coordinates for the area they want us to check?
Yes.
But how long
Send
have you
them
got?
through. Oh, I forgot to mention. I'm going to the Titanic convention in Southampton tomorrow.
Oh, great. Getting some research done.
Hopefully. It's a good opportunity to meet some of the other relatives of passengers and hear their stories. There's also a demo for a Titanic computer game being shown. Apparently, it's been in development for almost 10 years, but the developers are saying it'll be released soon.
It better be. I backed it on Funster years ago.
Let us know how it goes. I'd love to hear some stories about Henderson.
I suppose we should prepare for the next dive then.
We've got a lot to do before we head out. Thanks for the update, Jillian.
Not a problem. Let me know how
So
you
I'll
get
just
on
get this one
tomorrow.
done.
Will do. Talk later.
Then we can head back down to the
I suppose I better fix that arm.
Shouldn't take you too long. There's a replacement one on the table.
So we broke the arm while saving another ROV down in the Turkish baths. Oh, pretty easy.
See you then.
Gonna get to see the wreck after all. Loady, loady, load. Loady, 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 load. So, how long have you got here?
We've tried buying legitimate views from real people. We used YouTube ads. It cost us 568 quid and all we got was 16,000 views. So clearly
So, how long have you got, like...
famous, we've gone down the wrong route. Instead of trying
I'm guessing like maybe 10.
Radio check.
Crystal clear, Dr. Lynch.
I also
Alright,
got
let's get
scared
this scanning
after death
started.
when I was down in the cargo holds just by like these things popping up.
So what's the process exactly?
Are we not even going down to the wreck?
It takes a fair bit of skill.
Oh, come on, game. Bowman just arrived. He wants to
Mow the
see the
lawn?
wreck.
You need to scan up and down the area following a strict pattern, making sure you cover the entire area. The data you collect doing this will allow us to create a 3D detailed map of the area. And this will help research...
Where even are we? We haven't even reached the ocean floor yet.
Right, so if I don't follow the lines perfectly, I risk missing a bit?
Yeah, pretty much. The submersible you're in is already fitted with
don't even have any
sonar
solid rolls
and
left.
electrical equipment for this exact purpose. If we can't make a full mosaic from the images you collect, the blame is kind of on you and your piloting skills.
No pressure then.
Well, we were standing on the steerage.
Katie Manning?
And then we couldn't get...
Katie Manning was on the Titanic. Joe was on the Titanic. Nah.
Our guardian angel, and
She
said,
wasn't.
for God's sake, let the women up. So at that, I got up.
And then you got,
second.
and then you got into a lifeboat.
No, then I had to go to first cabin. Lifeboat.
There's a Canada flag making me think of you, Maddie.
Second deck, and he asked me to go on his shoulder, and I climbed over, and then I think it was the last boat that was going out.
Did you
They
take
didn't want to let me on because there was too many on the boat already.
But you got into the boat.
But I said to the man I'd like to go with my sister because there was a neighbor with me, and I thought he'd be... Because I didn't want to lose the crowd. I didn't really...
Oh, but this sub moves so slow.
I'd miss them in the dark, you know, it's very dark.
Did you see the ship sink?
Oh, yes. I was looking at it sinking.
I think...
And then which shipwreck?
Well, I know Eccleston was on it. I think Colin was on it in an audio adventure. If you're counting the Space Titanic, then Tennant was on it. I don't know. I think, like, I know that Tennant was on it. I know Eccleston was on it. Colin was probably on it. But like, let's be honest, every Doctor's probably been on the Titanic.
Alright, here we are.
Great. I'm just updating your map with the new path for scanning. You'll need to try and follow the lines as well as you can. If you go off track, try to get back on and keep going.
Will do.
And remember to keep your eyes peeled for anything relating to Henderson.
What exactly should I be looking for?
His Bible, a pocket watch with his initials, his coat, shoes...
A pocket watch, we'll find that later,
Right.
I know that. $203.
All done. I didn't see anything jumping out at me, though.
Yeah, that's okay. We can double check the images when you get back up here.
Wait.
They're coming through now. Hopefully something will pop up.
Reach the
Next
deployment
up is to place a
thing.
hydrophone. I've marked
What's
the
that?
location on your map.
I'll head over there now.
Mr. Krabs, what have you done? What have you done, Mr. Krabs? Don't know what that was, but it might have been something from like somebody threw it down and it's just ended up at the bottom of the ocean. Don't know how much longer we got. No, we haven't done that filming part yet.
Describe yourself, big boy with big dreams. New line and big wine. Perfect. Google. Oh my god, Third Boy 420 is up and wait. Why is it Third Boy 423? Someone must already have made a Third Boy 420 account, so I couldn't have the username. Let's have a look. I am a loyal subject to my king.
Okay, you'll need to dispatch Predator and use the arms to place the hydrophone. It's in the storage compartment.
All right.
What's with the center casing?
Well, that's all the batteries and computers needed to run the hydrophone and record the data. In a couple of years, they'll organize it to be collected again so they can study the recordings.
That's amazing. Do you need to activate anything?
Nope, it's all set up. Right, what's next then?
Our final contract for today is from a Lebanese society. They want to see detailed images of the funnels. I have the coordinates. I'll mark them on your map.
Another easy contract.
It pays the bills.
I'll head there now. I didn't realize there was a Lebanese Titanic Society. Were there many Lebanese on board?
Oh yeah, there was a large Arabic community on board. Over 100 migrants from Lebanon, Syria and Egypt. Unfortunately, most Arabic names were anglicized on the passenger list, leading to confusion when reporting which people died or survived.
It must have been scary for those passengers who didn't speak English. They couldn't have known what was happening.
Sorry, my TV went off. Oh, take a photograph of the funnel. The funnel, ooh. I remember when I first went to the funnel, I thought I was going to the stern. I got so excited. Far away is the blimmin' funnel. How far away is the blimmin' funnel? I'm getting too far away from the sub for my liking. At least I got Boba with me.
All done.
Great, they'll be happy with those images.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all for today. You're free to explore or head up to the surface.
I think I'll explore a little.
Let's just, let's just forget that happened.
Roger, Trevor, whatever your name is, what's going on? It's been another day. I don't know if I told you, by the way, but Roger did notice that he didn't actually receive $50, so I sent him the other $50. He spent $68.
Oh hey, come check this out.
Apollo 11 VR.
Where'd you say you got your
one
sub
too.
license? Cereal box?
Sorry, that really wasn't my best.
I've started going through the images, but haven't found anything so far resembling Henderson's items.
That's a shame. How long will it take to go through all the images?
I think I can have them all done tomorrow evening. I really hope we find something.
Yeah, me too.
Hello, Ethan. Jean. How'd you both manage today?
Hi, Gillian.
I think we did well. We've scanned the area and I've started processing the images.
I just threw my controller off the way to the other side of the room.
I'd say tomorrow evening. How did the convention go?
It was marvelous. So many people came, and I got to hear a huge range of stories. I'll definitely be attending the next one.
Did you hear anything about Henderson?
Yes, actually. One lady in particular said her grandmother, Anne, was a survivor and spoke of the accident regularly. She remembers Anne talking about the kindness of a Scottish gent who helped families board lifeboats on the starboard side. Apparently, once he learned teenage boys were being banned from boats on the port side of the ship, he went up and down the boat deck telling them to try on the other side.
Sounds like Henderson.
No, never mind. I was about to say my controller's sinking. It said it's
He was well
flying
known
away.
in business circles, wasn't he?
Yes, Anne didn't realize who it was at the time, but her mother did. Years later, she found letters her mother had written to friends about the kindness of William Henderson and other men who helped passengers. She was thankful that he thought it important to keep families together.
That's an impressive story. Does her family still have the letter?
Yes, but she didn't bring it with her. She'll email me through a copy when she can.
It'd be a great thing to include in the biography.
I'd love to accompany it with an image of his final resting place. I hope we'll spot something in these scanned images.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
Do you have a plan if we don't find anything in the images?
We'd be at another dead end.
See you
I
soon.
suppose we
if
could
I
select
don't
another
get bored
area and
just
rescan. But I don't wish to keep doing that. My funding can only go so far. And I fear the search would need to be shelved.
I'm starting to get a little
That's
bit
all
bored.
right. We understand.
I'd love for us to find him. But if we don't have evidence to follow...
We'll keep searching the debris field and let you know if we find something. You never know, we might find a new lead tomorrow.
I hope so. In the meantime, I'll keep looking for another lead here.
We'll talk again tomorrow evening.
Speak to you then.
So, what's our itinerary for tomorrow's dive?
Just one contract job for tomorrow, but it's an interesting one. You'll be assisting Mr. Ocean to film his documentary on the wreck.
Mr. Ocean, as in the big shot Hollywood director Eddie Ocean.
That's the one. He's requested you help light up the wreck with your sub, while he films from another sub. He'll be communicating with you directly through the radio.
Wow, this will be great.
It'll be an experience, sure, but he's known to have a bit of a temper, so you'll need to make sure you're fast and efficient.
Right. Will you be helping me?
No, unfortunately. I'll be spending the entire day here in the lab, searching through the images. You're on your own.
So, I'm going to end this one here. Because, well, eyes are hurting. I'm getting blurry. I think I'm going to be seeing, I think I'm still seeing shipwrecks. So, I will continue this tomorrow. Probably around the same time. We will do Mr. Ocean. Then we won't have that much left. Oh well. Anyway. So, I will see you all in the next stream.